Game Kings, the definition of game, documentary, coming soon. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this video, I'm taking the subscriber emails. The subscriber sent a donation. So remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, click the link below and send a donation. All right. So this one says, "Hey, big bro, I hope you're doing well. Game recognized game, and I fuck with your shit. You be spitting in your videos, and I just want to hear your thoughts on this issue. I'm 24. I consider myself to be a nigga that hits on all cylinders. Some women tend to be intimidated by me. Case in point, I had this amazing date/meetup with this bad chick 2 weeks back that I approached in passing. We met up. Conversation was nice. We were bouncing thoughts off each other. We talked about everything. Nothing was off limits. I put her onto some things she didn't know about, which in turn, she replied, I've never viewed things in that light before. That's interesting, etc. She asked if I was dating other girls, which in turn I replied, yeah, nothing serious though, just seeing what's out there. If I have ever been in love, I replied no. Anyway, the date ended because she said she had to get up early for work. She's 28 and an RN. She paid for the date. She also offered to drive me back home 30 minutes away. I hit her back some days later so she can come to the crib. But she said she felt we were different and nothing's going to pop off between us. Do I lay it on her thick that I'm really feeling her because I can tell she's really feeling the kid. But she thinks I'm going to play her and bounce because of the energy I present. But I really want to have her on my team. She's cool peoples. All right. What happened here also was this guy, he sent the text messages between him and the girl when he was setting up the date, and and what also happened after the date when she basically texted him and said that, hey, she doesn't think this is going to go anywhere and all this other stuff, right? And what I want to do is I want to read these texts. I'm actually going to go through all of them. I'm going to sort of paraphrase it so you guys get the gist of it, of what was going on, because these texts explain a lot more of what's going on here. And I want to see if you guys can catch it even before I even go in. But basically, so he texts this chick and he says, hey, when are you free so we can get together and get a drink? So then she replies, how about Tuesday or Wednesday? Then he replies and says, Tuesday sounds good. Let's meet at this spot at 9 p.m. Right? So then she replies to him and she says, is there any particular reason why you chose that spot? I haven't heard about it that much. So this is what she's saying. So then he replies and says, look, there's no particular reason. It's just a spot I came across and wanted to try it out. So now she replies and says, would you be open to a different location? There's a couple of cozy spots I've been hoping to check out. Right? So then he replies and he says, I was already predetermined to try out this spot. And we can try out whatever cozy spot you have in mind some other time on your treat. Right? So then she replies and she says, so you're not interested in changing locations at all? That's interesting. Right? So then he replies and he's like, look, I'm open to a different location, but, it's going to be your treat. That's all I'm saying. Right? So then she replies and she's like, okay, that's fine. And then she gives him a place for them to meet up that she wanted to go to. Right? So now they go on the date. Right? Now, fast forward after the date, he hits her up and he's like, he hits her up and he says, hey, I had a good time with you last time we met. I want to see you again. What nights are you free this week? Right? So then she replies and she says, hey, I'm a bit surprised you messaged me. I felt that we were kind of different when we met. I don't see anything happening between us. And then she says, I wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors, blah, 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 yada, yada, all that dumb shit. You feel what I'm saying? So now, at first, as I'm reading the what happened on the date at the beginning of this email, at first, you're saying, hey, well, this chick she told me she didn't want to see me no more, but it seems like was just intimidated by me, thinking I'm gonna play her and all this other stuff, right? Now, in some situations that'll happen. There's some situations you meet a girl, she's feeling you, but she's kind of intimidated, so it scares her off. She auto rejects you. Her insecurity makes her not want to fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? But because I'm reading these text messages, I'm seeing the actual reason what's going on here. And now, this is very, very important, guys. This is very, very important. And what's actually happening here is this. And so I'm sure some of you have already noticed this, but for those who haven't, I'm going to explain. Right? See, where you fucked up, and I fucked up like this too. You understand what I'm saying? I've been in them situations too. You know, where you fucked up. But before I say where you fucked up, I'm going to say where you did good. Because first she said, you know, you told her, hey, we're going to meet at this place at 9. And then she says, basically, you know, are you open to changing the location? So what you did it right was you said, hey, listen, I already chose this spot, you know, and we can go to whatever location you want the next time. So that was good that you said that, right? So now she's being insistent on changing the location. So then this is where you fucked up. You know, you said, okay, cool, I'm open to changing a different location, you know, but it's your treat or whatever. Now, it's good that you told her, hey, look, you pay for this shit. You feel what I'm saying? But the part that you fucked up was agreeing to go to the spot she said to go to. I'm saying it again. You fucked up by you telling her, hey, we're going to go to this spot. Then she said, can we do a different thing? And then you said, okay, we'll do the different thing you want to do. Right? So now, to most guys, they're like, but what's the big deal? Like, I don't understand, right? What you have to understand is this. What's happening on a subconscious level, she probably doesn't even realize this. What was happening on a subconscious level is that she lost respect for you because you basically went along with what she wanted to do. You followed her. Right? Because at first you were sticking in there strong. She was like, hey, you know, can we do another spot? And you're like, no, listen, I'm you know, I already want to do this spot. We could do your spot the next time. But then she was being insistent. She's like, oh, but why don't you want to change the spot? And, you know, what's that about? And blah, blah, blah. And then so he was like, all right, fuck it. We'll go to the spot you want to go to. So what happens is, on a subconscious level, the chick is like, I made this motherfucker switch his plans up for me just like that. You understand? And so what happens is that because you're following her plan, she loses respect for you, and then she's not attracted. You understand what I'm saying? See, this is the thing. Some of y'all are gonna have to. You're gonna have to charge these chicks to the game, because what you gotta understand is, her trying to switch it up was already a red flag. When she was like, hey, can we do this other thing? Red flag. See, when you tell a chick, hey, let's meet here and, you know, to get drinks, all she should be saying is, cool, sounds good. Yeah, I can make it. That sounds great. Looking forward to it. You understand? If it's not anything that sounds something like that, it's bullshit. It's a red flag. You understand? We do not negotiate with terrorists. You know what I'm saying? It's we doing this or we not. So in this situation, if you tell her, hey, meet me here at 9 o'clock, and she's like, hey, you know, can we do this other spot? You're like, no, listen, we're going to meet at this spot. And she's like, but, you know, why, you know, can we just do this other spot? All you need to tell her is like, hey, listen, we don't have to do this. You could stay home, and, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go to that spot. That's the spot I want to go to. If you want to come with me, that's cool. If not, you can stay home. That's what it is. You understand? And then just keep that shit pushing. You're going to have to charge some of these chicks to the game. Because, see, this is the thing that happens. Because you're asking, how do you get, you're like, oh, I want to, you know, I still want to fuck with her because she's bad. I want to have her on the team. It's like, why do you want a woman who's uncooperative on your team? Why? See, you guys have to pay attention to these things. You got to pay attention to when women are doing these things. See, it'd be one thing if, let's say, for example, you said to her, hey, let's go to this spot. And then she's like, oh, but can we go to another spot? And you're like, nah, listen, we going to go to this spot because this is the spot I want to go to. And then she's like, okay, cool, we'll do that, right? That's fine, right? But if she's being insistent, if she's, sort of making it an issue, you charge your ass to the game. You understand? Because basically, you said to her to meet you at the spot at 9. She said, any particular reason for that spot? I haven't heard much about it. Then you said, no particular reason. It's just some spot I came across. I want to try it out. And she says, would you be open to a different location? There's a couple of cozy spots I want to check out. And then you're basically telling her, like, look, I already planned this spot. We could go to your spot another time. And then she's like, oh, so you're not interested in changing locations at all? That's interesting. That shit right there, nigga. When I read this, when I was reading these text messages, I was tight. Nigga, I was tight. I was already I'm like, this ain't even me. I'm looking at this shit like, yo, charge her to the motherfucking game, nigga. Like, what? About, oh, you're not interested in changing locations at all? No, I'm not interested in changing locations. That's why I said to come to the location that I told you to come to. The fuck? See, this is what I'm telling you guys. Listen. Do not play these games with these women, bro. She's either cooperating or she's not. Period. You understand? So if she's not cooperating, you charge her to the game. You understand? It's that simple. But see, again, part of what made her not want to fuck with you or not want to see you is the fact that, you didn't stand on your square. So see, this is what's going to happen. When you tell these chicks, listen, we go into the spot or you could stay home, right? Either she's going to comply and come to the spot that you want to go to, or she going to stay home. You understand? Either way you win. But do not go and change your shit up. You feel what I'm saying? For the chick. Do not follow her. You're the one who approached her, hollered at her, got her information, set the fucking date. All she needs to do is follow your lead. And if she ain't doing that, tell her to kick her ass to the curb. She's done. She's basically saying, you know what, fuck what you talking about. There's this other place I want to go to, and what I want to do. What? Listen, woman, you would not even be going on a date unless I came to approach you. You understand what I'm saying? This is all happening because of me. Fuck is you talking about? You see what I'm saying? So, if the chick ain't cooperating, charge her ass to the game. That's all you got to do. So, and this is the crazy part. I'm like, she already told you she wasn't really trying to fuck with you. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you trying to bother? Because, see, you were thinking, okay, she's not trying to fuck with me because she's intimidated. So how do I, get this shit popping? Well, the thing is this. Also, in the situation where a girl is so, if let's say if the situation was she was just intimidated, even if that was the case, you want to still keep it moving because you don't got time. It's not your job to get her to feel better and to get her to feel comfortable. No. You are who you are. And she need to just get with it. If she ain't getting with it, she could keep it moving. But what's really happening here is you set to do something. She's trying to switch the shit up. You followed what she was switching the shit up on. And then this is where we're in the situation now. So again, when you're dealing with chicks like this, kick their ass to the curb and charge them to the game. Now, before you go, make sure you click the link below to get your free copy of the audio program, Undeniable Game. This program is going to teach you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. In this audio program, you'll learn exactly what you need to do to become that confident man women are attracted to. You'll also learn what you must do to become better at approaching and talking to women. You'll learn why women don't return your calls and what to do to increase the chances of women returning your calls. You'll also learn the only time you should call or text a woman. You'll learn how to start conversations with women. You'll learn the mindset you must have to be successful with women. You'll also learn the main thing you need to do to figure out if a woman is really interested in you, and much more. So make sure you click the link below to get your copy today.